guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and I am doing the hashtag the paranormal tag put out a while back. I believe it was 2011 by Graveyard Girl. So this is a VR to Graveyard Girl. Okay, so there's 13 questions, and I figured it goes right along with the season that we're in right now. I got my comfy blankie, and I have my stuffed animals. You guys have seen them before. So this is Jules and this is Floppy. And Wally is off camera, and so he is not on my lap right now. Question number 1. When was my first paranormal experience? I would have to say I was pretty young. I think it's before we moved. It was when we still lived in, well, La Mesa, which is a part of San Diego here. And I used to constantly think that there was something that like stayed by my bedside while I slept. You know, I'd get into bed and I had my little, I don't know if you guys remember the glow worms where you used to, like, it looked like some were butterflies and some were actual worms, and you would squeeze them and their faces would glow. And so I had these 2 glow worms. One was a butterfly and one was well, caterpillar worm. And I'd be in my bed and I could swear that there was an energy like next to my bed, but I couldn't quite, like, I didn't quite understand it, like there was an energy. I just kind of thought it was my imagination, but it was like night after night. And I don't know, I think I was around maybe like 3 years old, maybe even earlier. I do have like glimpses of memories of when I was like 2.5, like, you know, into 3-ish, but they're very segmented memories. But I do really remember that there was always a feeling of like something next to my bed. Question number 2, do I believe in ghosts? Yes. And I kind of always have. Question number 3, my favorite place to investigate? Probably my own home. No, but well, yeah. But other places, we have a lot of different places here in San Diego. We have Proctor Valley Road, we have Old Town, we have just a lot of places. There's like this kind of famous historically haunted location called the Whaley House, which is in Old Town, San Diego. There's a few places up north and things like that, but I don't know, I think maybe Old Town might be my favorite. Question number 4, my favorite investigating tool. I would say that is the spirit box. They use it on Ghost Adventures, where it's like a PX1 something, 150 or something, and it looks like a little radio, and then you attach a speaker to it, and you can scan through the radio stations, either FM or AM, and you know, it can go slower or faster depending on how fast you want the sweep rate to be. And kind of in the white noise and in the in-between spaces is usually when you hear spirit voice. Question number 5 is my scariest paranormal experience. I would say that was in my my home after I had moved from La Mesa. I moved to Chula Vista, and it was my grandparents' house, but my grandparents had like rented it out to various people, and then we were the last people to rent before my grandfather actually sold the place. So I remember one night, like I was a bit older, I was probably like 16 or 17, and I was finally able to stay up later, you know, because my bedtime was always like 8 and 9 o'clock, but I finally got to stay up till like 10-ish. And so my mom had gone to bed, and she was like, don't forget to turn off all the lights. And I wanted to stay up so that I could watch Unsolved Mysteries. I mean, that already kind of gives me the creeps, you know, watching Unsolved Mysteries. So I'm like watching that, and all of a sudden, you know, because the only lights that are on are in the living room and in the kitchen, and so, you know, like the kitchen's next to me, and then there's the staircase to our upstairs, like on the other side of the kitchen, which kind of runs along the garage. And the lights start to dim and flicker and kind of go on and off, and I'm like, okay. And the ceiling fan where the lights were on turned on by itself, and I was like, and so I got up and turned the ceiling fan off, and then I came back to the couch and I continued watching Unsolved Mysteries. And then I hear somebody at the top of our very creaky stairs starting to come down the stairs. The room is getting extremely cold. It's like these heavy, heavy footsteps. And the lights are starting to dim in the living room to the point where they're almost off. And I was like, okay, well, it's time for bed. I had decided I am really tired. And so like I ran and sprinted into the kitchen, turned off the lights in the living room, and then like sprinted down the hallway to my bedroom and just like, yeah, just like basically threw the covers over my head. But yeah, I would say that I was like pretty freaked out, but that house was extremely haunted. Question number 6, my favorite paranormal experience, I would have to say that was the year my grandfather died. I mean, I'm not saying that it was awesome that he died. I was obviously pretty upset, but this was, 2015, I think, is when he passed away. 2015, maybe it was 2014. So it was 2014, 2015. And it was that year, you know, he had passed away in May, and then his birthday came along in December, and December 3rd is his birthday, and so I wanted to make his favorite pie. You know, my grandmother would never make him his favorite pie, but it's a pie that he loved, and he would tell me about how much he loved it as a child, and that his mother used to make it for him, and his grandmother used to make it, and it's called milk pie, and there's a special way of making it, and so I kind of went off of memory of how he told me to make this pie. So I make this pie. Turns out it's a delicious pie. It almost tastes like a snickerdoodle, and it's a pie. It's really good. And so I was like, you know, Grandpa, this is for you. This is your pie. And I put it out on the table to cool. My boyfriend and I like went off to dinner. And when we came back, we have these LED candles in our house, and spirits tend to kind of play with the candles, even though we change out the batteries, we hide the remotes, they don't have timers or anything. Well, all the candles that were near the pie were on, and so I kind of had this feeling that my grandfather appreciated the pie, and it was his way of saying, I'm here, thank you, passing through. I haven't had a lot of visitations, actually none, of my grandfather. Every now and then I'll slightly feel his energy, but I'm pretty sure he's moved on pretty quickly. So it was kind of nice that he stopped by. Question number 7, do I personally know anybody else in my family or friends that have paranormal experiences? Yes, a lot of my friends do. And it's kind of like no big deal. It's like, oh yeah, you know, I see my father, my children see my father, and I let him know not to freak them out. You know, like my friends kind of talk like that. And on my mom's side of the family, they've had some experiences, and they chalk it up to their Irish roots. And then on my father's side, with, you know, the Italians and the Filipinos and stuff like that, they claim to, you know, see spirits and you know, all of that. So there's tons of stories that circulate, even though there are some people in the family that just kind of like brush it off as a joke, and, you know, that's not really real and things like that. Question number 8, do I ever have trouble convincing friends and family of paranormal experiences that I've had? I don't have any trouble convincing my friends because they've been in my house. The current house that I live in, it's haunted, but not in a spooky way. It's kind of like a happy, warm, friendly, inviting haunted, if that makes sense. All the spirits here are pretty friendly, and mostly the spirit that most people feel is my old cat Presley. Had passed away a few years ago, who is the predecessor to Wally, and so unfortunately you guys didn't get to meet him. But yeah, my family, there's certain people in my family that will believe me, and some other people in my family are like, okay, you know. Question number 9, my favorite paranormal TV show or movie. So my favorite paranormal TV shows, I used to watch a lot of Ghost Adventures. I don't have cable anymore. I don't really have TV anymore. I mean, we kind of watch movies and stuff like that. So I'll kind of like, if I find episodes on YouTube, I'll watch them there. I used to like the TV show Supernatural. I think that was it. I mean, I used to watch the cartoon Beetlejuice when that was around in the 90s. As far as movies go, I like Ghostbusters 1 and 2. I like The Addams Family. I like Teen Wolf. I like, I don't know, there's a lot of movies I like. Movies I don't like Poltergeist, I don't like The Exorcist, like I don't, you know, Freddy Krueger, no. But yeah, like some of those other types of movies, like heck yeah, especially Ghostbusters, that's like my favorite movie of all time. Oh, and also Monster Squad. I loved Monster Squad. It was like the knockoff Goonies, but I loved them. And I think Once Bitten, Twice Shy. Buffy the Vampire Slayer for sure. And yeah. Question number 10. My dream place to investigate. I don't know. I hear England's pretty haunted, so maybe there. Actually, no. I want to go to England someday, but I'd love to go back to Italy and actually do like some real investigating. Because when I was there for the opera a couple of years ago, it was pretty packed with spirits, and there was a lot of experiences that even skeptics, that, you know, skeptical singers and things like that were having. And it's not like we were trying to be like, I mean, we were trying to focus on music, and there was like a lot of ghosty stuff going on. Question number 11, do I prefer to investigate alone or in groups? In groups. Question number 12, is my home haunted? Yeah, we have a portal, we have a couple of them, but we have a lot of friendly ghosts. Question number 13, this is the final question. Have I had any paranormal experiences with animals? I have with Wally. Wally and I will oftentimes see Presley walking by, which is, you know, our old cat. There was one time where Wally was on the bed with me, and you can see his head. He's following something. He's watching something go by, and I'm looking to see what he's looking at. And the bed faces our sliding glass door to our balcony, and I see the reflection of my old cat Presley going by, but we physically can't see the cat. Like, you just see the reflection of the cat but no physical body of the cat, which was kind of strange. Like, Wally's watching it, I'm watching it, and we're both like I have had experiences with our old cat while he was sick. There was something on our staircase that while he was ill had you know, frightened him, and he wasn't the type of cat to get scared. He was a pretty tough little dude. So, you know, whatever it was, I yelled at it and was like, you know, basically telling it that it was being a jerk. You know, my cat has a heart condition and can't go around scaring cats. But, you know, when I went to the center of the stairs to where I thought it was extremely cold there. So, yeah, I've had a lot of experiences, you know, either with our old cat and my old dog. You know, they both passed away, and plus being with my dog or with my cat's cat, you know, as like we're seeing things happen. Okay, so that's it. That's it for the paranormal tag. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I liked cuddling up on the couch, and I wanted to wait till nighttime to do this tag, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it and enjoyed my little stuffies that I brought along. Oh, and I don't know if you guys saw here, I'm gonna bring the camera down. So I made sure that I was already in my pajamas. I have my Cheers Witches shirt on. I have my little Halloween pants, and I got my slippies. So yeah, I'm all ready for bed now, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tag. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos just like this, don't forget to click that notification bell, and I will catch you spiritual homies later. Oh, don't forget that in my Etsy shop, there's 20% off going on throughout the entire month of October for all jewelry and readings. Just use the coupon code Spooky Kitten. Alright, you guys, so I will catch you spiritual homies later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.